Today we're taking our note papers and our cardstock, some of the fun papers that we have in our kit or stash, and turning them into large journaling cards and tags. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm here with the next segment of the Beginner's Junk Journal series. We're working in our little golden book. I am actually working in the Shy Little Kitten. We already have the cover. We have chosen our pages, folded them, and you can find those videos in parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. And today we are on part 5. And I have gone back to the paper pad that I'm using, and I have pulled out the pages that match what I've done before. Now I'm looking up here and I'm like, oh my gosh, these these strips up here, these match also. And so I have a video coming up where we're going to be using strips, so I'm going to pull those out. So I have pulled the matching pieces out of this this book. So you can see I have this one that we've used before, this one, the black, this one, and this one. So here we are, yay! And we have those. Okay, so if you purchased a kit, you received in that kit a birthday balloon page. Okay, so we're going to use that today. You will have received your label stickers, so we're going to use that. And you will have gotten one of the kindergarten book pages. I had gotten this book at Dollar Tree. I love the images. So this is the one I'm going to use because there's actually a cat there and a cat there. But I'll show you a variety of ways. So some of the other pages that you might have the one with the map. You might have this one where you can, I mean, this one is a great one because you can cut out all those small things. If you have the Tawny Scrawny Lion, you got that page. Okay, I tried to make it go with what you have. Sometimes it didn't work. The other thing you're to pull out is your note papers. Okay, so there are some that all of the kits got. The primary ones, I think all the kits got these. Okay, and then some of the kits got, you know, if you were lighter colors, then you might have these. Okay, so we are going to use note papers, this, some of our fabric, and cardstock today. And we're going to go ahead and decorate our note papers, but we're going to make them a couple of different things, and we're going to use this in a couple of different ways. Okay, so one of the things you're going to want to do is go ahead and you can look at this, and look and see if there's something that really goes with your theme. I'm really kind of liking the little ladybug and the little snail and this one down here for my theme. And of course, you don't need to worry about what it says because we can put other things on top of it. Okay, so yeah, this one says it's a girl. I'm gonna lose the "you are special," but I really think that this ladybug is cute. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut out 3. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out 3 of these. I'm gonna get the "it's a boy" with the snail. So if you are watching this in July and you're working on your Just Junk Journal Challenge, this would be just junk. This was a balloon catalog. Okay, helium balloon catalog. So here you go. Another way you can cut out your images, if you have these things, then feel free to go ahead and use a punch. Find one that I would actually maybe use. Okay, so this one. Okay, so you can go ahead and use a punch. If you have a circle punch that big, you can just use your circle punch and punch them out. So, don't forget about that. That's really, really cool if you have that and you're able to use that. If you're here for the premiere, hi, I'm waving. I'm so glad you're here. And say hi to Midnight. Hi, Midnight. She's feeling better. If you are going, what is a premiere? We have a premiere every day at 10:30, and right now while we're home at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on weekdays, we have our Beginner's Junk Journal Challenge. We have a schedule because sometimes YouTube doesn't send out notifications, but if you do subscribe and hit the notification bell and tell YouTube that you want all notifications, you'll have a better chance. So we are in the premiere format, which means you're watching a pre-recorded video, and during the premiere at 10:30 and 4, I get to be live in the chat and answer questions and see what everybody's making for dinner or whatever. It's a lot of fun, and I really encourage you to join us. So let's get back to this journal. I'm having so much fun. I hope you are too. So we actually have 4 cut out, okay? We don't want to lose those. So I'm going to put those up in my right-hand corner here. And then I'm going to look at my book here. I love these. I love those. Okay, so there's that kitty. And she's not really and I'm not going to use, if you're going to use this as a page, go ahead. This would make a great page in the journal. And originally, that's why I picked these. But then the more I looked at it, I was like, these are great pages for ephemera. Okay, so here we have this cute little kitty. And I'm just looking to see if, make sure that I'm not going to I don't really need to worry. We're at the guy with the on the silly. That was a page where you were supposed to pick out the things that were silly. So I imagine a guy walking along with a tail coming out of his Levi's is silly, right? Totally. Okay, or maybe an elephant. A kid flying an elephant. That might be silly. Or a lady with a pan on her head. Silly. Or, oh my gosh, this cat has chicken feet. It's a chicken with a cat head. Uh-oh. How about a dog with glasses and shoes? Yeah, so. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to leave it like that because I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. And so let's see, what else can we use? I think this bunny is cute, and then of course the words. Now whether I use the words on the same spot, same place or not, we'll see. This was an opposite thing, so wet and dry, and loud and quiet, slow and fast. Okay, so those are some things. So like I said, I originally wanted that cat, but I think, okay, I think if I come over here and we can just use the kitty's face, why not? I don't think I want to put a kitty chicken in my journal, but and there's a penguin. And an elephant in the tree. Okay, so those are some fun things. And, okay, so I am going to go ahead and turn my paper over. And I'm going to back. Okay, so this note paper has a list. Now, do I really want to have the if not today, when? Probably not this time. Okay, probably not. Now, if you do, that's fine. I just don't. Okay, I'm going to put these up here to the right. And we can go ahead and glue this down. And now my glue is probably going to make it wrinkle. And I already know that. But I'm okay with that. If you want glue that is probably not going to wrinkle, there's a paste called Yes. And I'll see if I can find it and get it on. I'm working on my Amazon affiliates, so helping you find the things that I like. And it's a glue that I love, especially like when I make the mini scrapbook albums. I love using that to put my covers onto my album. So I'm going to go ahead, just lay this down. Okay. And I'm basically going to collage the back of this paper with my note papers. Okay. It's going to back them. We've got that really great journaling space. And we have a place that we can decorate if we want to. Okay. So do I want it to say to do? Probably not this time. Plus, this is a shorter journal, so I want to make sure that I'm going to be in the journal. Okay, so we're going to lay that one that way. Okay, so I'm using my Tombow Mono liquid glue. I love this glue. And it is wrinkling, so I am going to keep coming over here and pressing it down. That does help a little, but it will wrinkle. It will wrinkle. Wow, I think we're at the bottom of this glue, and this is one of the reasons I love this glue, is you can get every drop. Okay, so I can say goodbye to that one. Goodbye to that one until the glue is getting down there. And you know I bought new glue. Oh, I hear air, so this one might not. Oh, it's coming out. Okay. Sometimes if you hear air, there is a hole and you're not going to get, your glue is just not going to come out. So I use my glue until it's taking forever for it to come out. Then I turn it over and I can use it on places that I'm adding a lot of glue. So like covers and things like that. This one, I'm going to go ahead and come down here. So this is kind of like collaging, but different. And I want my tag to come right up to the next one so that when I cut it, I don't have to double cut. I just have to cut once. This is really, really simple. I hope you can see this. Okay. So just going to go ahead and glue all of these on. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and just know that I'm gluing all of them on. So, okay, so we have our pages, and you saw in the middle there, I went ahead, even though this one was not totally covered, and I went ahead and switched to a second one, and that's because I wanted to have a little bit of a variety. So the next thing is, if you're going to be sewing, whether it's hand sewing or sewing with your machine, maybe going around the outside of these, I would go ahead and do that next. Now remember, because we have them so close, you'll want to go around and on the inside. And so that is what I'm going to go do next. I'm going to take these to my sew machine and I'll be right back. And here we go. So we stitched around each of the note papers. I used zigzag and straight stitch. So we're going to go ahead and cut these out. You can use your cutter or you can just use your scissors, however you want to do. And we'll go ahead and speed this up. Okay, so this is what we got. You saw me take the branding strips there off at the end. So they are curling a little bit, so we'll just go against the curl with a curl of our own. Tell them who's boss. You can set these underneath a book or something to get them flat. So this is the next thing that I would do for this particular journal is go ahead and I backed all of, well, not all of them, but a bunch of the note papers. Okay, I love this one. Some of these only came in some of the kits. So, but you got something special for your kit to go along with your theme. Okay, so I'm going to decorate this side. Okay, now we can go ahead and we can still, on some of these, we can still round the corners if we want to. But this gives us journaling space for the back. It gave me a guide of where I wanted to cut. And now I can just go ahead and collage. I'm gonna collage on a couple of them. So I can use the branding strips in here as well in my collage, kind of like they were washi tape, but we'll be using glue. Cool. My glue pile up there of all the pieces, the ones that have just a little left, is almost gone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And I'm just going to go ahead and collage using the items that we have. And I like this. Okay. So, do you end up with glue on your fingers? I have been ending up, I got glue on my fingers, and again, I have glue on my fingers. So I found I can try it with this, but packing tape, my packing tape is in the packing tape department, in the shipping department. I go ahead and I'll pull off some tape. I don't want water around in my craft area, and so just taking the tape, I found this out on accident a long time ago, but I hadn't done it in a long time ago, or hadn't done it. The other day I was packing something and I didn't realize there was still glue on my fingers, and the packing tape took the glue off, and I was like, oh my gosh. So there you go, and can get the bits and pieces of the glue off, and you don't even have to leave your table. And you don't end up wet. Okay, so there we go. Just little tip there. Okay, so we have this adorable little kitty, and you all know that I like to rip my items for fussy. I'll fussy cut too, but fussy ripping, I seem to have a better chance of things turning out the way that I really want them to turn out. So remember, we did also cut out some of these. So I'm going to see if I can, yes, I can get the kitty on here like it's its pillow. We can still see a couple of those butterflies. Let's see, how far over do we need to go? And then I can just go ahead and put them on there, okay? So this is that balloon catalog. Now, you can use a magazine. You might have some other kind of fun little catalog. I don't want to lose all the pink. So, okay, so there we go. We can put that down. Now you can go ahead and go in and run this through your sewing machine if you wanted to for a little more texture. And that would be really, really fun. Okay, so we'll go through and go around. And I'm just going to add the kitty right on top of those. Okay, kitty. We still have all that bright pinkness, which I really, really, really like. And then we have, and I didn't have you get these out, but you have Pictionary cards, and you might have something, a word that'll work. I tried to give you words that had to do with your journal. Some of them it was hard. So there we go. And I'm just going around until I like where I put it. I don't want to lose, I mean, I like that. So I don't want to lose any of these. Okay, if I take it off the edge like that, or off like that. Okay, try cutting it down, see if I like it better. I don't know, does this happen to you? Do you like go, oh, okay, so here we go. There we go, it's a cat. Okay. Now it is glossy. We're gonna see how it does. I probably should have used double-sided tape on there. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to add a tab to the top of this one. So I'm going to grab some of this amazing fabric. It looks like our strip has been ripped this way. Okay, and I've cut my fabric down in a couple of pieces that are just going to be easier to use. Now you can go straight across. You can ruffle it. I think we're going to ruffle this one. So I'm going to pull out my fabric tack. And I think I put back my fabric. I had fabric tack at the store, and I put it back to purchase the that batch of ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down. You see, I've got it. I'm going to lay it down, and then I'm going to start crinkling it. Okay, so it's going to come across my glue. That way I've got glue up in this little ruffle. I'm just grabbing some. Okay, it's starting to dry, so we need to hurry. I love this fabric for this journal. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to just cut this edge off. Come and look at this side. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead, come back in, and underneath, okay, so on the edge of each of those ruffles, I'm going to put some glue and put the ruffle down. Okay, so just a little dab of glue. I have to go back and tell it who's boss. Sometimes you got to do that. Tell it who's boss. I'm boss. I'm the boss. You're going to stay right there. Okay. Okay, so that is, I've discovered that I do have some of my granny in me. My granny was the one, she was a seamstress as a profession, and she would come up, if you had a string hanging, she would come up and take your string off. And all of a sudden, I have string anxiety. So there we go with the tape again, getting those little pieces of glue off. Oh my gosh, what a difference. What a difference. Okay, so here we go. Now I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of this fabric. Okay, and I'm going to fray it. I think I want to put a piece of the fabric down here. Fabric tack, because I'm fabricking. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here, and I'm going to ruffle it too. It had other ideas. I didn't tell it who was boss. Okay, and then we'll come back and add that in. So a great way to get color is use your fabric. Okay, so there is my first little tag. I think that it's really going to be cute in this particular journal. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And so I'm going to do this one, and I think this time I'm going to actually decorate this side. Okay, so you can do however you want to. I'm going to use this adorable little bunny this time. I think there's bunnies in this book, if I remember. I should read the book again and again and again, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and this little bunny is from that kindergarten book. So I have that we can save. So there's that. Okay, so that one could be like it's going through that little. And I think for this one, I'll go ahead and cut off some fabric. I'm going to grab the strings before they drive me crazy. So I'm just pulling the strings out, y'all. Just pulling the strings out. Now you could save your strings for messy string. Okay. So I think we're going to put this on as our, put it on. That's going to be our tab. And then the little bunny's going to come over here. And that will be our decoration for the top. So this time I'm just going to put the fabric on. Okay, I'm not going to ruffle it. I'm just going to, so I'm just making a block where the fabric will go. Okay, I want this black space over where the bunny will be. Okay, so I've got that, and the fabric is going off the top. Okay, now we're going to bring in our bunny, and let's figure out. And I like the way that this kind of looks like it's a daisy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some fabric tack down here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this down and then put the glue under it. Okay, because I'm sitting here going, how am I going to get that where I actually want it to be? Then I'm going to put my glue on the bunny. There we go. So glue is on the bunny. Come back, put some glue on the flower. Because that flower is glossy, I found one of the cutters, you guys. We are going to attach it. Okay, so I'm going to attach it here and attach it here. Okay, so it's on there. Yay! Okay. I'm like, I really want something else on here. There's not enough collaged on here. Okay, so it's, okay, there we go. Okay, so to get that in there, I'm just going to put glue on the edge and stuff it under there. Okay, so that gives me another one. There we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, so one more. Let's do this one. Okay, so that looks like that will be a good side for us, and we'll use that as where our checklist would go. So let's go ahead, go to this side, and we are going to use our adorable It's a Girl and a piece of the fabric. Okay, so we have this piece of the fabric, and this time we're going to make the fabric be like a little banner flip. Okay, so it's going to come down like this. We're going to have our sweet little ladybug. Okay, so we have our little flip, our little ladybug. I have another set of stickers, you guys, if you want to pull out your banner stickers. I'm going to put a banner sticker underneath my little flip. Okay, so you're still going to see it, but you're going to be able to write in that little spot. Okay, so we're kind of stacking the banner like this. We'll stack the banner. Pull this over. Okay, maybe a word. Okay, well, we're going to put this on here. Okay, we're going to put this on here. This is going to be our little flap right up here. Okay, our little tab. We can go ahead and just attach this. We can put kitten on here, even though this is not a kitten. Okay. Don't think we need the P. Okay, so just like that, and with that you can go ahead and cover up the words. Let's go ahead and we'll come here, and then we'll cut right kind of in the middle like that, and then cut from this edge and from this edge, and we'll give it a little bit of a tail. Then we can come over just right to our edge. I'm going to move our ticket a little. Okay, so that is going to be our little banner. So let's go ahead and attach it with our tiny attacher. So we're going to come to this edge and attach it. I'm going to come down here to this edge and attach it. And I'm going to come up underneath this and we'll attach this. Okay. Oh, I think our little kitten does need a little more. Okay. Okay. So that gives us another little tag. This time when you can write on here, you can use this. You see that? Because of that ticket, it can be used as a clipboard. Okay, so just so that you know. And there we have 3 of our tags. Okay, so I think these are really fun. I think they're going to look really, really cute in our journal. And we have used some of the matching papers, and we have begun to use some of our other little papers for embellishments. So which one is your favorite? I like them all. I like them all. I like that one. I think this one's really fun. I like them all. So wasn't that fun, taking notepads and cardstock and some fun ephemera and making some beautiful tags for our journal? I think that these are going to be just so much fun in our journal. Let's see if we get the pages out just to give you an idea of what we're looking at. You know, just taking and putting them in. And I love this. This is going to stick out the top actually. So you can find a little place that where this can go in. So you can see these are going to just be a lot of fun in this journal with this theme. I mean, you can even stack and put a couple together. And so if this is your kind of thing, we'd love for you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so YouTube can tell you when we have our next video. So I want to thank you so much for being here. Find something to celebrate every day and have an amazing day. Thanks for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.